I hate weed and everything associated with it. Now hold on. Before the potheads start writing their 90-page essay on why you're not addicted, I just want you to know, I've heard it all before, everyone else has heard it all before, and guess what? You're wrong! You are addicted, pathetic, and ruining your life! You want to know why I hate weed so much? How about this one time when a girl I was dating was angry because her friend borrowed her cart and hadn't given it back in 3 days, and she spent the next 30 minutes complaining to me about how weed is a big hobby for her and she invests a lot of money into it. I was responding like, yeah, oh wow, that sucks. Damn, what's wrong with her? But in my head, I was thinking, this is the most pathetic thing I've ever heard. Anyone who thinks of weed as a hobby, I don't know, how is that not sad to you? Am I crazy for thinking this? Weed culture is seriously some of the most mind-numbing shit you could ever fall into.
Wait, what? Are you saying you don't want to watch Family Guy sit on a couch all day and buy Spencer's toys? You're saying you don't want this Albert Einstein ashtray? Bro, look, he's solving T equals HC. Get it? Bro, you gotta join the rotation. Don't you want to try out the gravity bong?
What is a gravity bong?
Okay, so like basically, the bucket bong is made out of two containers, with the larger open top container filled with water. Once the smaller has an attached bowl is open.
Dude, get a life! Get a life! Do it! It's the most consumerist, brain-dead, and ugly thing to soak your time into. Oh yeah, the weed hobbyist girl one time dropped her cart and the glass cracked, but guys, don't worry. She had a solution. That solution being wrapping scotch tape around the glass of the cartridge, which remember, heats up when being used. I asked, how's that working out for you? And she told me, my mouth is sticky. You want a hit? I don't know, man. She was inhaling glue! Actually, a couple people I knew in high school did this, which kind of proves my point. Like, on one hand, it's funny to look back at, and I snicker to myself about how ridiculous this whole thing was. But on the other hand, I realize, this is one reason why my entire generation is full of losers. Weed's place as what it used to mean in culture, and especially youth culture, has been completely destroyed. There was a time when smoking weed was seen as a cool activity. I'm not talking about hippies because I think hippies are lame, although that's kind of related in a way, but I'm more talking about 90s or 2000s skater kid culture. But where this place in society eventually got weed was everyone viewing the drug like this and actually encouraged more kids to try it in hopes they would be cool too. Even the most awkward, uncool loners smoke weed now. Kids who sit on the floor of the lunchroom. It's no different than when kids in elementary school would act like they're smoking Smarties. Even the band and theater kids smoke weed now. The honor roll kids smoke weed now. I have seen it happen with my own 2 eyes. I have seen the nerdy all-A honor roll students turn themselves into druggies, when in reality, you were never cool, and you never will be cool!
Oh, you think smoking weed makes you cool?
What a desperate attempt to try to fit in. Its legacy is completely destroyed, and the final nail in the coffin was when doctors started treating this shit like a legitimate medicine. You're not really cool when the establishment downright encourages you to do something and makes it incredibly easy to do so. You know what weed swag is now? It's this. This is what weed swag is now. Oh, and add an arrow that says, sprinkle some lavender. Now, I know some people watching might think this video is incredibly contradicting, and the reason why is,
bro, why is he saying he hates weed when he's clearly seen over here smoking weed? Look at him. Look at him in the video. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Now, I know the concept of something not being black or white is a little bit too complicated for YouTube audiences, but maybe when you guys get your information from something other than the equivalent of a Reddit thread being read to you by some uninteresting, infinitely replaceable commentator feeding you the most milquetoast safe opinions, you can actually develop a unique perspective on something, anything. If you really want to know what my take on drugs is, I think it's no different than candy, social media, video games, and consumerism as a whole, which is, these things are toys and should be treated as such. They aren't good for you. They don't spark your creativity. It's not medication. I'm sorry, potheads. I know you're still typing up that essay in the comments about how you're not addicted and weed helps you get throughout the day. Grow up, I don't care. Fun is fun, but the sad truth is most people do not have the brain to be able to handle drugs. You know, I was on TikTok a few days ago watching this video about galaxy gas and how it'll make you mentally disabled. And in the comments, someone said,
right, like just smoke a blunt, bro.
No, you're so stupid. Stop being so stupid. All of this being said, I can't help but admit that I get it, okay? I love driving around with my friends stoned out of our minds while blasting music in a car. It's awesome! I love not knowing where I am at a party as a bunch of crazy shit happens in the background. I love acting like a moron with my friends and being the worst person to smoke with and going,
you know what?
What?
This shit lit.
Unlike the nicotine gene, which I never really understood the appeal of, I sadly am cursed with the weed gene. Now, that doesn't mean I'm a stoner. The last time I ever got high was over a year ago. I'm just saying, in an alternate universe, if I wasn't so smart, so capable, so strong-minded, I would definitely be in a living room right now sinking into a couch watching cartoons on my phone. I don't know if it's my genes, my environment, or my generational family history. All I know is if I didn't have a lot of luck, I would be a complete failure right now. I really don't even know if someone with my brain should even be smoking weed though. And I found this out recently. My friend and I were talking about interesting times we've been high, and he got sort of confused and a little concerned as I was explaining myself. For reference, when he explained what it's like to be high, he was like, yeah, all that really happens is I get kind of stupid and laugh at things. But what I said was, when I get high, everything I feel gets amplified up to 1,000%. It feels like I'm both in pain but also in constant euphoria. It's almost like I can feel everything that has ever been felt, both good and bad, positive and negative. It both hurts more than anything I've ever felt before and simultaneously is the greatest thing I've ever felt. It feels not just like what everyone on the planet is feeling currently, but also what anything in the existence of time that has ever felt something, anything, has felt. I can feel every heartbreak, every achievement, every death, every birth, every inconvenience, every satisfying moment all 8 billion people are experiencing right now. It's like my soul has ascended this dimension. It almost feels omnipresent. It's almost like, oh my God, it's God! This is what it feels like to be God! And that's why I've never done psychedelics. If you can't tell, I have kind of an overactive, constantly on brain with a never stopping flow of thoughts that I cannot turn off. Not like I even want to. The day my brain stops thinking is the day the microplastics have won, and maybe then I'll see nothing wrong with working at McDonald's only to smoke weed and watch Family Guy clips when I get home. I hate to be such a prude. Actually, I don't care. But if you're a kid under 21, actually, you shouldn't do weed at all. Please, please do not do weed. Please, you don't understand what you're doing to yourself. I have seen way too many friends fall victim to the weed crisis. I'm not kidding when I say I can name about 6 cases of friends wasting their lives over pot and permanently altering their brains, all under the age of 22. Unless you're the kind of person who genuinely can handle it, which you don't know that, and you statistically aren't, please do not smoke weed. Or do! It's not like you're gonna listen anyways. Hey, while you're at it, can you watch more of my videos? Keep watching my videos! No, really, I really want you to keep watching my videos. Watch all of them 5 times minimum. Get all of your friends to watch them too. Do it. Do it now! Come on! Do it now!